What's happening, my people? It's Cat Sports again, back for another afternoon with the family. Now, as usual, before I get started, let me give a shout out to the JBT community. It's just boxing talk. We're a group of people that just love to talk boxing, and we're always looking for others to join us. And you don't have to have a channel, podcast, or anything like that. The only requirement is you just have to love to talk boxing. That's all. Welcome to another episode of Cat Sports, the Box Storian. This is the Tuesday afternoon edition. How was everybody this Tuesday afternoon? Moving up into the work week, a couple days now. Hope everybody's day is going good. And if you come in here and spend part of the next 2 hours with me, I hope it makes your day just a little bit better. Today is going to be about the junior lightweight or super featherweight division, whichever one you want to call it. It's according to the sanctioning bodies. But I like the junior rather than super. So I call it junior lightweight. 126 to 130 is the weight limit. Okay. Can't be no more than 130. Going to talk about a few former fighters that campaigned in the division, like Alexis Arguello, Azuma Nelson, Flash Ellerday, Kid Chocolate. That's the name of a few. Genaro Hernandez. Yeah. Back into another boxing week. Pro Box tomorrow. I'll go to fights tomorrow afternoon doing the show, Wednesday show. Yep. We got a hashtag Let's Talk Fashion from Remo tomorrow. He should be in here later on. At about 3:45, we're gonna do a preview of what's gonna be going on there tomorrow. Well, Let's Talk Fashion tomorrow. So stop by for that. 2:00 tomorrow. No, today. What am I talking about? The hashtag Let's Talk Fashion is tomorrow. The preview will be today at 3:45. Get it together, Cat. 3:45. Okay. And I usually wait until 2:30 to get to the subject of today's show, so let a few more people come in here. I don't know where everybody's at. They'll be here though. And before I start today's show, I try to go back and figure out the earliest history of boxing. Because I always start like around 1900, around in there. I'm gonna briefly go back to the very beginning, like BC, around in them days. Yeah, they had boxing then. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people was throwing hands away like that. Back then they was throwing hands, feet, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that very briefly. Round 2:30. Yeah. But yeah, like I was talking about yesterday, Amanda Serrano's got a 12 3-minute championship fight this weekend. Amanda said she's not fighting anymore 10 2-minute rounds. Okay. And the WBC wouldn't sanction it. So guess what Amanda did? She dropped their belt. Mm-hmm. And the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO is sanctioning it. Okay. More of those women should do that. Just drop the WBC. And when those sanctioning fees stop coming in, I bet you they start sanctioning those 12 3-minute round fights for the women. Because they going up those steps, climbing to those ropes just like the men. Why should they only get 2-minute rounds? You know, especially in championship fights. I don't understand it. I don't understand the reason. But yeah, that's what Amanda did. And I like what Jake Paul is doing for women's boxing. Now, Jake is on the card again, but this time he put Amanda at the top of it, which was a good move. He was headlining all the cards, and Amanda would be like the co-main, but this time, Jake put Amanda at the top, and he's the co-main. So yeah, that was a good move there, I thought. But that's Saturday. Then, you know, next Friday is the big one from Saudi Arabia, AJ and Francis Ngannou. Yeah, the guy from MMA, and he's 0-1. I mean, 0-1 in boxing. I think AJ will take care of business. You know, Ngannou, it wasn't such a thing as him looking good against Fury. It was more Fury looking bad. Because it was a poorly trained, out of shape Fury, you know. AJ ain't coming at it like that. Yeah, but that's next Friday. I remember when they were just planning and negotiating that fight, and now it's here. You know, not this Friday, next Friday. AJ, Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. Yeah, the same Francis Ngannou that put the world heavyweight champion Tyson Fury down on his butt. And I believe he won on one judge's card, didn't he? Yeah. I think it was a split decision. That's bad, just about worse than getting beat. One judge gave it to the guy in his debut fight against the heavyweight champion. It would have been really bad if we would have beat Tyson Fury. But it wasn't for the title. But after that, that might have took a little of the glow off the Fury-Usyk matchup. Wow. Yeah. It was only 10 rounds. It wasn't for the title, so yeah. Still could have possibly got Fury-Usyk. If we get it now, because remember it was postponed. I think it's been rescheduled. I think. Yeah. But I'm trying to see who else is on the because this fight is from Puerto Rico Saturday with Amanda Serrano is going up against Nina Mankey. 12 rounds for the women. Of course, Jake is on the card. Jake gonna be on there. Brian Borland, cruiserweights. I don't know who he is. 8 rounds. Nobody else of note that you know. Then we got the card from Verona, New York, also Saturday. Raymond Ford, vacant WBA title at featherweight. Raymond Ford is going up against Adalbert Kolmatov. Raymond going for his first title. Luis Alberto Lopez on the card versus Raya Abe for Lopez has his IBF title. Also featherweights. And then the biggie, AJ and Ngannou, Zhilei Zhang and Joseph Parker on the card. Ray Vargas, Nick Ball, yes. Those Saudis, they know how to put them on. That's a pretty good card. Israel Madrimov against Magomed Kurbano, super welterweights, 12 rounds for the vacant WBA title. Okay. Mamal has dropped another one. Yeah, that was part of Maul's Undisputed, remember? Does Maul still have video? I know Zoo got the, what did Zoo get? One of the WBOs. So now these guys are going for the WBA. Oh, this is super welterweight. Yeah, that's Maul. Yeah. They gave Maxie Hughes a good fight. He's going up against William Zepeda. He should have had DeLoma fight because he beat Kambosos. They robbed him, but they rewarded him. Yeah, that's a pretty high-profile fight for him against William Zepeda. Yeah, he deserved it. He deserved the Loma fight because he beat Kambosos. I thought he damn near it was shutout against him. But Kambosos got his hand raised at the end. That's boxing. They had all the plans for the Kambosos Loma fight, but they forgot who they were talking about. You can't just look ahead with a fighter like Kambosos because he's not all that. Nothing for Tio, we would have heard of him, but he wouldn't be he would have never been undisputed or anything. Well, he would have never had those 3 belts if Tio hadn't came in there. And Tio gave us Kambosos. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But that's what we got coming up on the schedule. Okay. Still waiting for the face of boxing. Boots. Their growth. What are they doing? No time for all 3 of them to get back in there. Mike Masick in the building. What's up, Mike? Good to see you again. Salute. Tuesday afternoon. We're down to the junior lightweight division. 130 weight class today. I'm just stalling, letting a few people get in. That's all. Went over the schedule, what we got coming up. The big one is next Friday from Saudi Arabia, AJ Nagano, Zhilei Zhang, Joseph Parker. Ray Vargas, Nick Ball on the card. Pretty good card. And then, of course, Fury and Usyk was supposed to be the following weekend on the 17th. I mean, that was supposed to be last weekend, wasn't it? February 17th, I think. Yeah. Whenever the 17th was, I think that's when that fight was scheduled to be before it got postponed. Somewhere around in there. Yeah, but we're still supposed to be getting it, so we'll see. Fury hurt something. That's why it was postponed. But salute to Mike Masick in the building again. Tuesday afternoon with Cass Sports, the Boxtorian. Not the historian, the Boxtorian. Okay? There's a difference. I'm the difference. Yeah. Going on down the weight classes. About 7 or 8 more to go. We're going all the way down to what is it? Minimum weight is the final one, 105 or something like that. I think it's minimum weight, yeah. Going all the way down there. Yeah. Beautiful day in Baltimore, Maryland. I don't know what's up with this weather. It's like it's springtime out there, but it's just February. But it'll be March in a couple days. Pro Box tomorrow. Again, the hashtag Let's Talk Fashion from Remo tomorrow. Already. Remo is once a week, but look how fast his comes around. That seems like almost every day. It's just how fast time is going. But everybody doing okay this Tuesday afternoon. Into the junior lightweight division. Had some great people come through there. Floyd came through there, didn't he? Manny, all of them. But we already talked about them at welterweight, so that's going to do everybody one. So we got Alexis Arguello, Azuma Nelson, Flash Eladay, Brian Mitchell, Kid Chocolate, Van Villafort, Genaro Hernandez, Sandy Sadler, Sammy Serrano, and Acelino Freitas. Acelino is from the modern era. He just retired in like about 5 or 6 years ago. I got the exact, around 2018. I got it written down. But around in there, 2017, 2018. Al Booker in the building. Salute to Al Booker. What's up? Welcome to another episode of Cast Sports, the box historian. Remember, not the historian, the box historian. Okay? Yeah, talk about this beautiful sport that we love called boxing. Okay? Now, it makes us mad and upsets us sometimes. But we don't leave it. We still in love with it. Okay? We get mad and they're arguing about how come he ain't fighting him and the judges cheated. Goddamn Tony Weeks. But we don't leave it. We still love it. You know? Yeah, goddamn Tony Weeks. Oh, man. But we still love boxing. This is our sport we love, boxing. See, our book of mine is listening, so I can't say that. Miss Cass is out there. Salute, Miss Cass. I think she's on the phone right now. But yeah, Al Booker, that too. You said it, not me. You said it. Al Booker said it. I didn't agree with it. Yeah. Everybody stick around and enjoy this next couple of hours of talking about the junior lightweight division or super featherweight, whichever one you want to call it. I learned last week that it's according to the sanctioning bodies as to what it is, whether it's super featherweight or junior lightweight. I got it written down somewhere which sanctioning bodies address it as which, but I don't know. I like calling it junior. You know, I just go all the way up. Junior. There's William Old School Rant again. With the weather down there in New Orleans, got you here with us again today, Old School. Salute to William Old School Rant in the building. I like when Old School in here. He keep the chat rolling along. Welcome to another episode of Cast Sports, the box historian, and salute to William Old School Rant in the building. Yeah. Damn, I wrote your name all wrong. I wrote William Old Rant School. It's William Old School Rant. Yes. You know, keep in mind the inaugural Cast Sports History Test is coming up in March. Okay. 20 questions. Got a good prize for the winner. I've got the questions. It's going to be broken down into 4 sections. It's going to be 5 questions on sanctioning bodies and promotional companies. Then 5 questions on the Four Kings. I'm a Four Kings expert, by the way. And we're going to get 5 questions from 1900 to 1959. And the final 5 questions will be on 1960 through 1999, because I don't come up past 2000 too much. Within the last 20 years, that's not really history, you know. That stuff just happened, right? So history ends like 1999 to me. But every question will be on something that's been said in one of my lives. Okay? And you need to have been in at least 10 lives. I don't want nobody coming in like for the first or second time and winning the prize. No. Have to been in at least 10 lives. Most people coming here have been in like 100 of them. By the way, this is my 103, I believe. 103rd live stream for me. 103. Damn. I didn't even know I had went past 100. 100th anniversary show. I went past it without even mentioning. Okay, let's get ready to get into this. Okay. Now, I'm going to start out, because usually when I go back, all the way back, I usually start out around 1900, right? But I went all the way back to the earliest known history of boxing. So very briefly, let's talk about that very quick. Earliest known history of boxing. Okay. Let me I got 3 songs, but it wouldn't let me get to the. I've tried to play a different one that I played yesterday, but it wouldn't let me get to it today. It's crazy, man. I think I need a new laptop. I might buy a new laptop and get it one of my quiz this old one. No, jack up. I ain't gonna do that. Nah. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate my supporters. And we're gonna have a inaugural Cast Sport History test with a nice prize. It might be a Hewlett Packard laptop. This old one, because I'm gonna keep the new one now. And I keep saying that he must really mean that. But let's get started. Earliest known history of boxing. I need to turn the music down a notch and didn't even do it. Got to run in my mouth. But everybody doing okay this Tuesday afternoon? I had to check because it might be like Thursday. Yesterday was Monday. With this time going by, in a couple of hours it will be Friday. You know? But everybody doing okay Tuesday? Getting through the work day. Look like the weather down in New Orleans got old school off again because he's in here. You know? But the earliest known history of boxing. Okay. Now, humans have engaged in hand-to-hand combat since the earliest days of human history, right? Now, the origins of boxing as a sport remains uncertain. But some historians suggest that it has prehistoric roots in what is now Ethiopia, okay? Emerging as early as the 6th millennium BC. 6th millennium BC. It was potentially boxing way back then. It is believed that when the Egyptians invaded Nubia, they adopted boxing from the local populace, subsequently popularizing it in Egypt, right? And from there, the sport of boxing spread through various regions, including Greece, eastward to Mesopotamia, yeah, you know what I mean, and northward to Rome, right? Now, the earliest visual or concrete evidence of any type of boxing is from Egypt and Sumer, both from the 3rd millennium and can be seen in Sumerian carvings from the 3rd and 2nd millennium BC. That's the earliest concrete evidence of boxing, okay? Traced far back as the 3rd and 2nd millennia BC. Now, the earliest evidence of boxing rules dates back to ancient Greece, where boxing was established as an Olympic game in 688 BC. Now, boxing evolved from 16th and 18th century prize fighting, largely in Great Britain, to the forerunner of modern boxing in the mid-19th century. Okay, this started with the 1867 introduction of the Marquis of Queensberry rules. And when I'm doing my history, that's where I usually start at, right there, like toward the middle and the end of the 1800s, right? Yeah. So that's just a little look at boxing all the way back to where it first started. You know, historians think it was way back there, like the 6th millennium BC. Now that's way back there. They was boxing way back then. But who knows? I have heard that they could use elbows, kicks, slow the person down and everything back in them days. Yeah. Kind of like a anything goes situation. Yeah, I just thought that would be interesting because I have never went back that far. I usually start around the end of the 1800s coming into the 1900s. Yeah. Okay. So now let's look. We're going to look at the junior lightweight or super featherweight. If I can find out where yesterday ended and today started. I think I'm in yesterday's notes. Yes, come on. Yeah. Today is the 27th, right? Lexus Arguello. Oh, yeah. This is 27. 0227. Okay. Keep tracking the chat. Booker says he considers mid 1800s England as the year. That's where I usually start at, Al Booker. Mid 1800s, yeah. Because all that stuff about the ancient Egypt and all that, that's just speculation, what historians think went on. But when you start get up into the mid 1800s, that's concrete evidence of that, right? But, they've seen carvings and stuff like that to make them believe there was some kind of combat sports going on. It's not concrete evidence of it. But yeah, that's what I agree with you. Mid 1800s, officially, concrete evidence of people actually putting hands on each other around that time. You are 100% correct. Yeah. Yep. But the historians got pretty good evidence that they was throwing hands way back then in ancient Egypt, like the 2nd and 3rd millennium. Yeah. Okay. Junior lightweight, like I've been saying, also known as super featherweight, whatever you want to call it. All the divisions got junior, super, tweener divisions. Yeah, I go by junior lightweight. That's what we're going to do for today, junior lightweight. Now, it's a weight division in professional boxing, contested between 126 pounds and 130 pounds, okay? Now, the junior lightweight division was established by the New York Walker Law in 1920. Although first founded by the New York State Athletic Commission, NYSAC, in 1930, right? New York Athletic Commission was one of the two big sanctioning bodies back in them days, along with the NBA, the precursor to the WBA. Remember, y'all better listen. There's a test coming up. Okay. There's Victoria Thomas. That's Miss Cass. She's under one of her other accounts today. I created Miss Cass #JBT. She's under her own. But salute Victoria Thomas, waving the AKA Miss Cass, waving the pink hand. Okay, there's Mike Rhyme in the building. What's up, Mike Rhyme? Salute. One of JBT and Cass Sports big time supporters, Mike Rhyme. Welcome to another episode of Cass Sports. The Boxtorian, Mike. We're talking about the junior lightweight division today, or super featherweight, as some people like to call it. Now, the New York State Athletic Commission and the NBA were the big sanctioning bodies back in them days. And the New York State Athletic Commission started recognizing junior lightweight in 1930. Okay. Now, the first English champion was Battling Kid Nelson in 1914, right? But it wasn't really recognized by any of the sanctioned NBA or the NYSAC at that time. Now, he lost his title to Benny Berger in 1915. Artie O'Leary also won the title in 1917. Now, this weight class appeared in two different historical periods, okay? It was from 1921 to 1933. Then it disappeared. And then it came back in 1960 to the present, okay? So this weight class was in two different periods. Didn't hear about it. It went from 1921 to 1933. Then I guess the bodies wasn't sanctioning any fights in it anymore. Then it reappeared in 1960. Then of course it comes all the way up to the present now. Okay. Yeah, all the way up to the present now. Now, some of the notable fighters who held championships at this weight class include Brian Mitchell, Arturo Gatti, Vasil Lomachenko, Flash Elorday, Alexis Arguello. That's Alexis on the thumbnail there. I don't know who that is he's fighting. Okay. Alexis Arguello, Azuma Nelson, Julio Cesar Chavez, Diego Corrales, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Yeah, they all came through junior middleweight. Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, Acelino Freitas. I profiled him today. He just retired like 2017, 2018. I know y'all heard of him. Yeah. Brazilian fighter. Juan Manuel Marquez, Oscar De La Hoya, Rocky Lockridge, and the Pac-Man, Manny Pacquiao. Okay. Now the first WBA champion, previously known as the NBA, of course, their first champion was the NBA until 1962, but the WBA's first champion was Johnny Dundee, and that was in 1922 when it was known as the NBA. Okay, but that is still the official WBA champion. Like the question was on the test, when did the WBA recognize their first junior lightweight champion? What year? The answer would be 1922. Although it was called the NBA, it's also the WBA later. So yeah, that's how that works. I guess. The first WBC champion, World Boxing Council, was Flash Elorday in 1963. Now, the inaugural champion for the IBF, International Boxing Federation, was Hwan Kil-ya in 1984. I'm glad Hwan didn't hear me butcher his name. And the first World Boxing Organization, WBO champion, was John Molina in 1989. Okay. Thomas Hill, the mayor of YouTube Boxing, has entered the building. What's up, Mr. Mayor? How are you today, sir? An honor to have you in the building. Thomas Hill, hashtag JBT, is in the building. Salute to Thomas Hill, everybody. Big time member and supporter of the JBT and Cast Sports. And that's who I got my nickname from, the Boxtorian, Thomas Hill himself. Okay, salute Thomas Hill. Now where was I? Thomas Hill, you made me lose my place. Okay, the inaugural World Boxing Organization champion was Gabriel Flash. No, that's WIBF. That's IBF. Okay, here we go. First WBO junior lightweight champion was John Molina in 1989. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at the current world champions at junior lightweight. And this is all the bouts are all over the place. It needs some unifications in this division. The WBA is Lamont Roach. WBC is O'Shaquie Foster. IBF is Joe Cordina. And the WBO is Emmanuel Navarrete, which I think Emmanuel lost to Sensacial Robson. Robson been robbed twice because he got robbed against Oscar Valdez too, remember? Mm-hmm. Which press conference is that, T. Hill? Is that Ryan and Devin? Is Ryan and Devin got a press conference today? I know I saw on Jay's thumbnail about I was kind of busy this morning. I missed the hangout, but I looked at the thumbnail and read the information that I thought something about Devin and Ryan. I didn't know it was today though. Oh, okay, Thomas. Thank you. It's on now. Okay. Hmm. I'll watch it later. In this day age of social media, you don't miss anything. you know, just hit YouTube and pull it back up. Okay, so those are the current champions, all four belts in different hands. Now, the current rankings, I always do the ring rankings, right? This is as of January 2024. So, pretty up to date. It's just February. The championship is vacant. Most ring head champions vacant in weight classes because they don't actually have people go out there with a belt and fight for like to do before sanctioning bodies. So, but rank number 1 is Emmanuel Navarrete. Rank number 2 is O'Shaquie Foster. Rank number 3 is Joe Cordina. Rank number 4 is Lamont Roach. He had 4 champions back to back to back to back. Now, some weight classes like the junior welterweight, they didn't even have Rolly ranked in the top 10. The champion don't have to be up here, and rightfully so. Rolly don't deserve to be in the top 10 because he don't even deserve to be a champion. Okay, but anyway, number 5 is Hector Luis Garcia, who just not too long ago lost his title to Lamont Roach. Remember, there's 6. Robson Conceição, and I was just saying how Robson had been robbed a couple times. 7, Oscar Valdez, yeah. He went in to fight Conceição, cheating on PED, on Sweet Tea, and still got beat. Went in there, hopped up on Sweet Tea and still got beat. But then they still cheated and gave it to him. Mauricio sitting back orchestrating the whole thing. Like, he didn't cheat. He drank some tea. He had no PED. He drank some sweet tea. That's all it was. Okay. Number 8 is that's what I get for making fun. They got, oh boy, Shakadov Han Rakimov. I put you that. Okay. Bear with me for one moment, please. Give me a minute. Everybody all right this after Tuesday? It is Tuesday, right? This time going by so fast. Since I sat down here, it could be went to like Thursday. Because the weekend lasts all of like 3 hours. Yeah. But Shakadon Rakimov, I think that's his name. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all are hardcore boxing fans. Yeah, 4 o'clock. Quarter to 4, we're going to get a preview of tomorrow's hashtag Let's Talk Fashion from Remo. Okay. Wait a minute. All right, now. There's his name. Y'all pronounce it yourself. That's who's ranked number 8 in the junior lightweight, okay? Because I don't know what it is. So y'all, there he is. Number 9 is Otar Iranian. A little bit better. 10 is Ayush Dio. They got me on them last 3. Ayush Dio. Okay. So now it's time to look at the 10 guys we're going to profile today. Okay. For junior welterweight. Junior welterweight, yeah. Okay, old school says the office called me back, got to call her back. Okay, old school, handle your business. We still be here till 4. Okay. Glad to have you aboard today, old school. Okay, so now let me get my pictures ready. Now the whole thing just in out of the messed up. Okay, and I'll be back. Why is everybody thing turning blue all of a sudden? Damn, what the hell? What did I do? I did something. There we go. Did y'all screen turn blue? Oh Lord. I'll be back. There we go. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Okay. Everybody all right this afternoon? We're getting ready to profile 10 former guys that performed at super middleweight. Everybody still hear me? I don't know what's going on, man. Okay. Let me see something real quick. Excuse me for a minute. What's going on, man? There we go. I got it. Told y'all with these pictures, I'm gonna mess around and little technical difficulties. Nothing too difficult though. Okay, the first person is going to be Alexis Arguello. Okay, the first profilee. There's Alexis. Okay. I'm the profiler. Alexis is the profilee. Let me move that ring. A little better background. That's better, right? Okay. All right. Alexis Arguello. Now he fought, I think he fought at lightweight and junior welterweight also. But had some very good years at junior welterweight. Junior lightweight. Okay. Thank you, T Hill. I'm just getting it together here. Alexis Arguello. Well, y'all heard of Alexis. Now he fought for had a pretty good long career. 27 years. 1968 through 1995. Okay. He had a record of 77 wins, 8 losses, 62 by way of knockout. Okay. Now he's from Managua, Nicaragua. Had a relatively short amateur career, 54 fights. No, he had 60 fights, won 58 of them. Not bad. 58-2. Then he turned pro. Won a few, lost a few. Honing his skills as he's coming up through the ranks because he didn't have a long amateur career. And then he had devastating knockout power in both hands, and also had a very good chin. Had beautiful technique, good at breaking opponents down, and could box on the inside or outside. Okay, very, very good counterpuncher. And he had a lot of ambition that helped him go a long ways too. And he was a legend at featherweight. And when he got to junior lightweight, that made him a 2-division champion. He got his first title when he beat Alfredo Escalera, 13th round TKO. Made 8 defenses, okay, including wins over Rafael Limon, Bobby Chacon, the Skywalker's uncle, by the way, Bobby Chacon, our own Skywalker, yeah. That's his mom's brother, Bobby Chacon. He also beat Rolando Navarrete, Ruben Castillo, and Afro Escalera. Okay. Alexis Arguello. Next up is Azuma Nelson. Azuma Nelson is next. Okay. Azuma Nelson. Kind of light, but it'll do. It'll do, won't it? Okay, come on, Azuma. Not Floyd Mayweather. We did Floyd at welterweight, didn't we? Still need some more opinions of who would win. Floyd Pretty Boy or Money May. There's BN Boxing News. What's up, BN Boxing News in the building? Salute to BN Boxing News, everyone. Follow your channel over there. I know everybody in here is already subscribed to BN Boxing News, but if any voyeurs, anybody have, get over there and subscribe to BN Boxing News. Another fire content. Okay. Now we get ready to talk about Azuma Nelson. Yeah, the press is on, right? That's Ryan and Devin, right? BN Boxing News? Yeah. T. Hill was talking about that. I'm going to check it out later. Yeah. You know, in this day and age of social media, you know, like I just said, you never miss anything. Nowadays, like back in the day, you missed it. It was over with. You had to go let somebody tell you about it. But nowadays, you just pull it back up. Anytime. Watch it as many times as you want to. It's always right there. Okay, Azuma Nelson. Now, Azuma fought for 19 years. 19 years. Okay. He went from 1979 to 1998 was the main bulk of his career. He retired, then he came back and retired for good in 2008. Okay. Azuma did. Now, he had 46 fights. Okay. He had 37 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws, and Azuma had 27 knockouts. 27 knockouts. Yeah, I figured it was Devin and Ryan BN. Yeah. Devin and Ryan press conference. Devin and Ryan press conference is on. Okay. Now, Azuma was from Ghana. Okay. Accra, Ghana. He only had 52 amateur fights. That's not a lot for amateurs. No, 52. Did I say 52? Because he won 50 of them. Lost 2. He fought Salvador Sanchez as an amateur. Salvador will probably be at featherweight, the next one down, because that's where he made his main work at. Salvador Sanchez. He's definitely gonna be on it. Probably be tomorrow. But Azuma Nelson fought Salvador the amateur. I think they fought in the pros too. I believe they did. He was a very skilled boxer. Another excellent counterpuncher. He had good power in both hands, especially the right hand. His right hand was dangerous. It had a steel chin. You know, steel chin. One of them Canelo-like chins. Called himself the Professor. He was pretty good at featherweight too. Okay. He was featherweight champion when he moved up to junior lightweight. Okay. Or super featherweight. He won his crown at junior lightweight when he beat Mario Martinez. Defended it 10 times. Okay. Wow. Some of the people he beat in his defenses was Gabriel Reales, one of the Reales brothers. Jesse James Leija, okay. By stoppage. Juan Laporte, Jeff Finich, Calvin Grove. Wow, he had a win over Wilfredo Gomez. That's big time. Wilfredo Gomez. I think he was my number one Mexican fighter, Wilfredo. Yeah. T. Thomas Hill says Devin is the fighter involved in the fight, and they keep questioning him about his pops. Bill the star in the event. Yeah. It's time for Devin to. I mean, Bill is always going to be a part of his team. He's his father and his trainer and manager, whatever. But it's time for Devin to I think, it's Cast Sports opinion. Time for Devin to get more in the front, because they'll be somewhere together and somebody asks Devin a question and Bill answer. I would like for that to stop. I mean, Devin is the one climbing between those ropes, and the people want to hear from him, not Bill. Bill is entertaining and good at promoting Devin's events and funny and everything, but people want to hear from Devin because he's the one getting in between them ropes, not Bill. So Devin really needs to get more in the front, I think. That's just my opinion. Yeah. But I was going off what T. Hill just said. Devin is the fighter involved, but they keep questioning him about Bill. What kind of sense did that make? Okay. But that was Aduma Nelson. Let's move on. Next up is Flash Ellerday. Real name is Gabriel, but they call him known as Flash. Okay. There's Flash. It is Flash. Yeah. There's Flash. Now Flash for 20 years. 1951 all the way up to 1971. Fought in 3 different decades, okay? Ooh, he had a lot of fights. That's that. 118 fights. He won 89, lost 27, had 2 draws, 33 knockouts. So again, I guess it's safe to say he wasn't a knockout puncher. 89 wins, 33 of them by knockout. Now Flash was from the Philippines, okay? One of the best Filipino fighters ever, okay? Along with Pancho Villa, Manny Pacquiao, yeah. Flash right up there. Oh, no, you okay? Thomas said, I got to keep track of the chat, too, yeah. Yeah, it was interesting what you said because, I think along those lines of, Devin just needs to, Bill's going to always be there, right? But Devin needs to get more in the front, man. Because I see too many times they ask Devin a question and Bill answers. And Devin is content to sit there and let Bill do all the talking. No. He needs to, yeah, Thomas. So I want the back and forth in the chat. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, Nonito Donaire, right? Right, Thomas Hill. Nonito Donaire. Can't forget him. No way. Can't forget Nonito. And him and his wife, man, they come in people's channels and they don't be up like getting interviewed by the like me. They be down in the chat with the people talking and stuff. Yeah. I've seen them in a lot of different chats doing that, right? Mm-hmm. They don't be up there with the content creator. They down there in the chat making comments and everything. Yeah, I saw them. They was in Jay's one time a while back. Yeah. Both of them. But yeah, Flash Ellerday was born in the Philippines, one of the top Filipino fighters. Like I said, Manny, Pancho Villa, and like T. Hill said, Nonito Donaire. Yeah. There's Thomas Morris. Salute Thomas Morris from down there, Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Tommy. Thomas was at the Malanga versus whoever he fought, I forgot now, Saturday. Yeah. Our own Thomas Morris was in attendance. But salute to Thomas Morris, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Cast Sports, the Boxtorian. Thomas, we're talking about the, what are we talking about, y'all? Oh, junior lightweight. Got to the region. But we're profiling 10 former fighters. I'm on Flash Ellerday now. Great Filipino fighter. Okay. Now, he never fought amateurs. Never. Okay. Kind of like on the job training when he got to the professional. Now he didn't. His one thing about it, he did not have a good chin. Okay, didn't have a good chin. Yeah. Is Remo? Oh, Remo's in the building. What's up, Remo? From hashtag Let's Talk Fashion. We're gonna get our weekly preview of hashtag Let's Talk Fashion about 3:45. Okay. So stay tuned for that. That's worth sticking around for. Get a preview of what's gonna go on tomorrow and hashtag Let's Talk Fashion from Remo. And there he is. In here. Okay. Yeah, but Flash did not have a good chin. Okay. And his power was average. You know, like I was saying when I was reading off his record. 89 wins and only 30 something by knockout. So, you know, yeah, it's safe to say he wasn't a power guy. But he was a master boxer, okay? Nice jab, footwork, feint, speed, defense, everything you would have as a master boxer, right? All that was a thing of beauty, okay? Now, if you didn't knock Flash out, your chances of winning was between slim and none, okay? He was hard to get a decision against, kind of like a Floyd, you know? Hard to get that decision. Because he was such a good, beautiful boxer, you know. Like I was saying, he learned on the job because he didn't have an amateur career. Won some, lost some, but of course he got better as he went along. Some of the guys he knocked off on the way to his title shot was Solomon Boysaw, Hisao Kobayashi, Bert Somondio. And the number one contender was held by Harold Gomes. He knocked Gomes out in 7 rounds. Okay. Well, him and Gomes fought for the vacant title. Okay. Flash won in 7-round knockout. Defended the title 10 times. Okay. And he was going up and down. He was fighting that junior lightweight and lightweight at the same time. Okay. 130, 135 at the same time. Some of the guys he beat at lightweight was Love Elote, what the name? Love Elote, Teruo Kasoka, Ismail Laguna, and Percy Hayes. All right. Gabriel Flash Elode. Okay. Next up, and don't forget, anybody just coming in, the inaugural CAS Sports History Test is coming up in March. 20 questions, 1 winner. A Hewlett Packard laptop on the line. Okay. 20 questions will all come from something that I've said in one of my lives. Only requirement is you have to have been in at least 10 lives, you know, so somebody's gonna come in for the first or second time and win, you know. It's only fair. But all of y'all have been in like 100 something. Well, this is my 103rd live, by the way. But that's coming up in March. The inaugural CAS Sports History Test. Okay. Will be a winner because if it's tied after 20, got like 5 bonus questions. Okay. Gotta have a winner. Next up is Brian Mitchell. Brian Mitchell. There's Brian Mitchell right there. I think that's Brian Mitchell. Yeah, that's Brian. Part of him anyway. Okay. Brian Mitchell. How's everybody doing this Tuesday afternoon, by the way? Tim Layton, I gotta pay attention. There's Tim Layton. Hashtag JBT. What's up, Tim Layton? How are you, sir? Good to see you. Tim been working a lot, haven't been able to get over here as often as he used to, but I know Tim is a big time supporter, Tim Layton. Hashtag JBT. And he's in the building. Good to see you, Tim. Always a pleasure to see Tim Layton. And Tim, we're looking at the junior lightweight division today. About halfway through profiling the fighters. We're at number 4. Oh, we're only at number 4, Brian Mitchell. We got time because we're going to get Remo up here about 3:45 and give us a little profile of tomorrow's preview of tomorrow's hashtag Let's Talk Fashion. Y'all believe it's almost already time for another hashtag Let's Talk Fashion Wednesday again? That's how fast time is going by, man. These weeks are going by like days, and the days going by like minutes, and the minutes going by like seconds. Okay, Brian Mitchell. Now, Brian Mitchell had a 14-year professional career from 1981 to 1995. Okay. Oh, I'm doing okay, Tim. Good to see you, my brother. Okay. Could be better, could be worse. So ain't no use complaining because nobody don't care no way, you know. Okay, Brian Mitchell. But thanks for asking, Tim. Brian Mitchell, 14 years, 1981 to 1995, okay. 49 fights, pro record, 45 wins, 1 loss, 3 draws, 21 by way of knockout, okay. Now, Brian is from Johannesburg, South Africa, okay. He had 110 amateur fights, won 100 of them, not bad. Because, you know, amateurs, you constantly fighting different styles, you're traveling, you're fighting often, so hey, everybody loses in the amateur, except for Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson didn't lose at all. That's outstanding to go through the amateurs undefeated, because that's hard to do. Now, he won a junior national championship before he turned pro. He's another one of those guys that, like Cotto and somebody else I was talking about. He did not do any one thing like great, but he did everything very well. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wasn't good at real good at anything, but average, above average at everything. Okay. Power wasn't devastating, but he kept people off him, kept them honest. Nobody just run up in there on him. Okay. Power kept people honest. Excellent jab, superb footwork, and good speed. Good speed. And had a good gas tank too. Had a good gas tank. That's always good when you got that gas tank. Oh, okay. Which was that? Flash Thomas caught the body in there. The last Flash. Who was last? Who was before Mitchell? Talking about Flash Allarday. Thomas Morris that caught the body. Okay, but yeah, Mitchell had a good gas tank, right? And he had an ironclad chin. So kind of like a Vila. You got a good gas tank and a good chin like that, have you in every fight. Okay, good gas tank and good chin. Those are two things that will keep you in every fight, man. Yeah. Like I said, average power, but it was enough to keep the people on their toes, keep them honest. Nobody wasn't gonna just run up in there on it. Now, his resume kind of suspect, you know. That's one question mark a lot of boxing historians had about his resume, you know. But he beat whatever was put in front of him, you know. He only lost one time, so hey. Workman-like fighter. Which one had the body, Thomas Morris? Oh, Brian Mitchell. Okay. Brian Mitchell, okay. Now he beat Vicente Jorge, Jacob Morake, and Bushy Monsuel to get his shot. And he stopped Alfredo Lane in the 10th round to win his title. He was in 14 World Championship fights, won all of them. Some of his victims was Daniel Londas, Jose Rivera, Jackie Beard, Frankie Mitchell, and Tony Lopez. Brian Mitchell. And Thomas Moore said he caught a body in the ring. Wow. Brian Mitchell. Next up is Eligio Montalvo, better known as Kid Chocolate. Okay. Eligio Montalvo. he is. Now, he only fought for 11 years, 1927, 1938. But get this, in 11 years, he had 152 fights, okay? Won 136, lost 10, with 6 draws. You know, back in that period, they had so many draws. You know, I had to put a couple from the 20s, 30s, because that's like y'all know that's my favorite period. It may be a good quiz question. What was Cass Sports' favorite era of boxing? Answer, 1920s. But he had 152 fights in 11 years, okay? From Havana, Cuba. He had 100 amateur fights, won all of them. Okay, Thomas Moore said the dude tried to quit in the corner, but his corner forced him. Wow, that's crazy. Forced him to keep fighting, and Mitchell killed him. That's crazy. His corner should be locked up, man. Damn. The man wanted to quit, and they forced him to keep fighting, and he got killed in the ring, man. That's terrible. Wow. But Kid Chocolate won all 100 of his amateur fights. There's another one. It's hard to do that because, like I say, you constantly fighting different styles in the amateurs, and you're fighting often, you're traveling. He went 100-0. Then he turned pro. And he carried his quickness from the amateur gained to the professional ranks. Now remember, his name is Eligio Montalvo, but better known as Kid Chocolate. He was a speed demon. Was from Havana, Cuba. Speed demon, another one of them great Cuban fighters, Kid Chocolate, you know. Yep, and a long line of great Cuban fighters that still go on to this day. David Morrell, Yordenis Ugas, Robisi, Ramirez, just to name a few. Okay. Kid Chocolate came before all of them. Now he was a speed demon with smooth reflexes and excellent defense, okay? Had a huge heart, solid left hook, beautiful jab, solid footwork. Now he was not a power puncher, okay? But he was a great boxer, okay? And he could slide side to side or block and counter with the best in history. Great defensive fighter. Now, win or lose, he gave his all every time he entered the squared circle. Called himself the Cuban Bonbon. Started out at featherweight. Then he settled in at junior lightweight. Okay. On the way to the title, he beat George Goldberg, Maxie Lehner, Harry Sankey. He stopped Benny Bass in 7 rounds for the world title. Made 8 successful defenses of his crown. Some of his victims in his defenses were Johnny Farr, Steve Smith. No, Steve Smith, they left the S off. Lou Feldman, Fidel LaBarba, and Frankie Wallace. Kid Chocolate. All right. Okay, next up is Ben Villaflor. Okay. If that's Kid Chocolate, that must be Ben right there. Yeah. I gotta go down some. Bear with me. Here we go. Ben Villaflor. Okay, let me see something. Yeah, I'm good. Now, Ben, he only fought for 10 years, too. Okay, 1966 to 1976. Okay, and he had a total of 68 fights. Now, Ben won 56, he lost 6, and he had 6 draws. And he also had 31 knockouts. Showtime the guy, salute. Showtime the guy is in the building. Our friend from St. Louis. Okay? Salute to Showtime the guy, everybody. Showtime. We are talking about the junior lightweight division today. And right now, I'm profiling 10 former guys that campaigned in the division. But salute to Showtime, the guy, everybody. Our friend from St. Louis, Missouri. All right. In the building. Now, we're talking about Ben Villaflor. Okay. Now, Ben is from the Philippines. Another good Filipino fighter. Occidental, Philippines. Now, get this. Guess how old he was when he turned professional? You ain't gonna believe this. 13 years old. He turned professional as a 13-year-old. No amateur career. Learned on the job. Okay? He had good power. Especially that left hook. Nice left hook. Good body snatcher. Okay. Excellent body snatcher. Good chin. Got his, 130. He had a good chin. Considered the overachiever. Okay. He beat Raul Cruz, Ray Vega, and Jose Luis Lopez to earn his title shot. Let's say he fought from 1966 to 1976, only a 10-year career, right? I think I missed that, but that's right, a 10-year career, 66 to 76. Okay, and he got his first title shot against Alfredo Marcano. He won a 15-round decision. He won his first title at junior lightweight, right? He only had one successful defense, and that was the draw. Okay. Now he got a second chance at the title, and he won it. Two-time champion. Knocked out Kuniaki Shibata in the first round for his second title. Okay. He made 5 defenses this time. Wins against Apollo Yoshio, Takeo Maruki, and Yatsusini Uehara. Okay, Ben Villaflor. What is that pen? Next up, Genaro Hernandez. Bad boy there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He used to be one of Floyd's idols. Yeah, Genaro. Yeah, Floyd beat him early in his career, too. Yeah. I can't get over that, Tampa Tom. You know, the guy wanted to quit, and his corner forced him back out there, and he went out there and got killed. I cannot get over that, man. Something needs to be done to it about his corner, man. But we're on Genaro Hernandez, man. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Why did he let the man quit? You know? Okay, Genaro Hernandez. He fought for 14 years. From 1984 to 1998. He was sort of like on the end of his career when he fought Floyd. Okay. Now, Genaro had 41 fights. He won 38, lost 2, one of which was to Floyd. And he had 1 draw. 17 knockouts. Okay. 17 knockouts. Genaro was from born in Los Angeles, California. No amateur fights. No amateur. But he came in there seemed like a seasoned vet from the beginning, you know? As soon as he stepped in the ring, man. Yeah. He had speedy hands, very good footwork. Jab, pin, feints, counterpunching were exceptional. Okay. Okay. The only ones he ever lost to in his career, those 2 losses were Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Oscar De La Hoya. Okay. Only 2 that ever beat him. Called himself Chicanito. On the way to the title, he fought Ed Pollard, Ben Lopez, Pedro Arroyo. And he got his first title shot against Daniel Laundress to become junior welterweight champion. Okay. He had 8 successful title defenses, and he vacated it to move up to lightweight. Okay. That's where he lost to the Golden Boy at. Then he moved back there. After he lost to Oscar at lightweight, he moved back down to junior lightweight. And he beat Azuma Nelson to regain his junior lightweight title. Then he made 3 more successful title defenses, and that's when Floyd beat him. Okay. And before Floyd took his title, he had beat Carlos Hernandez, Jorge Paez, and Raul Perez. Genaro Hernandez. Okay. Gotta keep track of the time. 324. Okay, we are at number 8 because we're gonna have Remo at 3:15 for hashtag Let's Talk Fashion. Next one up is Sandy Sadler. Okay, everybody's still doing all right this Tuesday afternoon. I hope you're enjoying your time here with me because I'm enjoying it with y'all. Always a pleasure to be here with my people. They call me 2 o'clock Shawty, or Cash Sports, the History Channel, or the Boxtorian. Now remember, I'm not a historian, I'm a Boxtorian. Okay, there's a difference, and I am the difference. Somebody asks you the difference between a historian and a Boxtorian, just say Cash Sports is the difference. Okay? Go check him out, and you'll see the difference. Cash Sports, the Boxtorian. Okay. Now, who did I say his name? Sandy Sadler. Oh, there's Sandy. Sandy's already up there. All right. Sandy Sadler. He fought 12 years. From 1944 to 1956. Okay. He had 163 fights. He won 145. He lost 16. He had 2 draws. He had 104 fights by way of knockout. Not bad. Okay. Now, Sandy Sadler was from Boston, Massachusetts. He was a 2-time featherweight champion and also held the title at junior lightweight. That's what we're talking about, okay? Now, he was considered to be one of the hardest hitting junior lightweights ever. He was ranked number 5 on the Ring Magazine list of 100 greatest punchers of all time. That's any weight class, okay? And think of all the great punches we've had, man. Sadler is best known for his 4-fight series with Willie Pep, winning 3 of them. And Willie Pep will be coming up in one of the lower weight classes. Bad boy there, Willie Pep. When I did my top 10 of all time, Willie Pep was number 4. Only ones I had in front of him was Henry Armstrong, Muhammad Ali, and Sugar Ray Robinson himself. Willie Pep was number 4 on the Cash Sports all-time greatest fighters list. All right, Willie Pep. He's coming up probably tomorrow or the next day. Probably featherweight, which will be tomorrow, yeah. Now, other notable fighters he defeated was Joe Brown, Lauro Salas, Patty DeMarco, Jimmy Carter, and Flash Elorday, who's on this list. Also, Sadler was one of the hardest punching junior lightweights. He was more than just a puncher, okay? He was capable of being a clever boxer behind a long, dangerous left jab. But mostly Sadler used rough house tactics, okay? He wanted to maul his opponents with aggression. He would walk his opponents down, join their fire, and then batter them until they couldn't stand. He was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in the inaugural class of 1990. Yep, went in the first class. You know, if it had opened sooner, he would have been in there. You know, but 1990, all those guys from back then went in because they didn't. Well, they had a World Boxing Hall of Fame, but the inaugural International Boxing Hall of Fame is the big one. It's the biggie. You know, yeah. Next up is Sammy Serrano. Wonder if he any relation to Amanda. He's Puerto Rican and everything like her. Okay. Sammy Serrano. Get it, Sammy? All right. Winding down. Sammy Sadler, everybody. Gotta keep track of the chat. Okay. Everybody's just listening. Getting ready for that CAS Sports, inaugural CAS Sports history test. Hewlett Packard laptop on the line. It's like this one I got sitting here. And then when I might get this one, I might keep the new one. No, I'm not going to do that. Y'all say CAS Sports keeps saying that. No, I wouldn't do that. I don't know. No, but it's coming up next month in March. So you better be listening. Anything I say in one of these lives is going to be on the test. Sammy Serrano fought 15 years, 1969 to 1984. Okay, he had 57 fights. He won 50, lost 6, 1 draw, 17 knockouts. Okay, from Toa Alto, Puerto Rico. Now, retired in 1984, but he made a 2-fight comeback from 1996 to 1997. But I put 84 because it's just a little 2-fight comeback. And he was a 2-time junior lightweight champion, holding the WBA title twice between 1976 and 1983. His nickname was El Torbellino, which means in English, the whirlwind. Now, he took up boxing when he was 14 years old. Now, he didn't turn pro like the other guy. Villaflor was 13, but Sadler started at 14. Only had 20 amateur fights, won 14 of them. Very short amateur career. Now, he was 16 years old when he turned pro. Just a couple of days before his 17th birthday. I don't know how many exactly, but just a couple of days before it. Okay, November 1969, right? 16 years old. He got his first junior lightweight title shot in April 1976, fighting to a 15-round draw against WBA champion Ben Villaflor. That's the one that was 6'13" when he turned pro. Wow. Now, Serrano was successful in the rematch against Villaflor later that same year, this time winning a 15-round unanimous decision for his first title. He made 10 successful title defenses, beating the likes of Lionel Hernandez, Mario Martinez, and Battlehawk Kazama. I like that name, Battlehawk Kazama. That's a good name for a boxer. Now, he was stopped in 1980 and lost his title to Yasusuna Uehara of Japan. Ring Magazine voted that fight he lost as upset of the year in 1980. He was heavily favored to win that one, but the Japanese guy took his crown. Just Do Boxing in the building. Mr. 4 o'clock Shorty. Okay. Coming up in 1/2 hour. Just Do Boxing. The Voice. Salute. Welcome to another episode of CAS Sports, The Boxtorian. Salute to Just Do Boxing, everybody. Okay, now sadly, that fight was voted upset of the year 1980 because Sadler was Serrano. He was heavily favored to win that fight. And the Japanese guy upset him. Stopped him, matter of fact. Now, he was 5 feet 8.5, fast hands, good footwork. He was regarded as a master in ring generalship, okay? Had busy hands, but he lacked the world-class power punch, meaning he didn't have all that much power, okay? Now, last but certainly not least, today, for the junior welterweights is Anselino Freitas. He just retired. Like, I know y'all heard of him like 5 or 6 years ago. 2018, 2017. I was close. I said 2018 earlier. 2017. Okay. Anselito Freitas. Just do boxing in the building. The Voice. Okay, Anselito Freitas. He had a what did he have? 17-year career. He fought from 22-year career. He fought from 1995 to 2017. Okay, total of 43 fights. He won 41, lost 2, had 34 knockouts. Now he's from Bahia, Brazil. Okay, was a world champion in 2 weight classes, having held the WBO junior lightweight title twice between 2004 and 2007. Called itself Popo. Popo. P-O-P-O. That was his nickname. He probably fought in school. Popo. Okay, Freitas was a silver medal winner for Brazil in the 1995 Pan American Games. Hey, Popo, what you gonna do when you get out of school today? Okay, he won in the Pan American Games, silver medal. 1995. Wait a minute. I don't know if you're talking about the man. Yeah, 1995. Turned professional in July of that same year. Going a first round knockout in his debut fight. Okay. And his knockouts became a regular occurrence as he moved up through the ranks. 4 years into his professional career, he got his first title shot. He knocked out WBO junior lightweight champion Anatoly Alejandro to claim his first championship. Alejandro was taken from the ring on a stretcher, and the division was put on notice. Okay, yeah. First title shot, man, that's a ring on the stretcher. Junior lightweight stood up and took notice of this guy, man. Anselito Freitas, right? Now, he made 9 successful title defenses after that first title shot. Some of his victims were Barry Jones, Javier Jauregui, Carlos Rios, Orlando Soto, and Joe Casamaya. Wow, Joe, we beat Joe. All by stoppage, except Casamayor. Okay, all by stoppage except Casamayor. Freitas was once considered the hardest punching little guy in the sport. All right, that's the junior lightweight division, everybody. Junior lightweight. Tomorrow will be featherweight, 126. Okay. And a preview of Pro Box, because we got Pro Box tomorrow. You know? Yeah. Let me start working on this link, and we're going to get Remo in here and give us a preview of tomorrow's hashtag Let's Talk Fashion. And anybody else who want to come up and chop things up a little bit, you know, can come on down. Now I got to get back to where I want to be. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my screen, man. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave that up there because I'd be to mess around and the whole thing be done went out, man. Excuse me for 1 second, please. D for the win in the building. Salute D for the win. We're in the junior lightweight division today. Just finished the profiling. Get ready to put the link in for Remo to kick on, give us a preview of hashtag Let's Talk Fashion. And not just Remo, anybody that wants to come up and chop it up for the last 15, 20 minutes of the show. Because I got to get out at 4. I went into Just Du's like 50 minutes into Just Du's time yesterday, and I'm not trying to do that. But when Just Do come on, anybody going to be in here listening to me? No way. I can stay on for 10 more hours and the number would say 0. Because everybody going to be just like me, going over to Just Do. That's where I'm going to. not even gonna be listening to myself. Right. I'm gonna be over there with the voice. Let me get this link in here. For Remo. Hashtag Let's Talk Fashion. Okay. Tomorrow. It's Wednesday already. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable, man. Y'all know we didn't have a Saturday this week. It went from Friday to Sunday to Monday. Yeah. And in a couple hours, it'll be Friday. Okay. Yeah, link coming in. I messed up yesterday. But it'll be Friday. Got to turn the phone down. Excuse me. Okay. Come on, man. Look at those commercials again on somebody's phone. But salute to D for the win in the building. Loyal JBT member and supporter of all things JBT. D for the win. Okay, let me get this link in here. It took me like 10 minutes yesterday. And McQueen had to get it in for me. And I'm the one had the link, and I don't know how Ed did it, but he did it. I couldn't get it in, and I think I know he was down there talking about add to the screen. How in the world he get that in there? Yeah, but this is anybody can come up. Remo's just going to give us a little brief preview of tomorrow's hashtag Let's Talk Fashion. Had a fire one last week. Him and his co-star was Jay Hardcore himself. Remember? J.H. Hardcore, and the H stand for Hangout. Was on there himself. 227. Today's the 27th, right? Yeah. Make sure I got the right link. But everybody doing all right this Tuesday afternoon. Hope y'all enjoyed the show so far. I'm trying my best. I enjoy interacting with my people. There we go. Yeah. That's right. Okay, you can take this link to the freaking bank, man. Old school. There's the link for Remo and anybody else who wants. Oh, yeah, go ahead, link. Here it is. All right, the link is in the chat. Okay, we're gonna get a preview of hashtag Let's Talk Fashion, and we're going to get anything else. Anybody else that want to join? I don't know why I can't get myself back up on there, but I'm gonna leave it like it is because I don't want everything to disappear. Now, God, it's just a black screen. What the hell? But I can see myself on the thing, but it's not on here. I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna leave it like it is. It says remove. Oh well. Yeah, but it's Tuesday. We got Pro Box tomorrow. We want to talk a little bit about the what's happening on Pro Box tomorrow. You know, because that's a good thing, that Pro Box. You see some up and coming fighters. Old Bomac was on there in December with a couple of his guys. He had Keyshawn's little brother. I don't know if it's his little brother or older brother. Then he had another fighter on there. Yeah. But I hope that Tank Davis and Frank Martin fight is true. That'd be a decent fight, yeah. The Frank that fought, what was the German guy name? That we had the close fight with? When the guy from Germany, Frank's last fight? Man, I can't remember his name, but yeah. That Frank gonna have to do a little bit better than that against Tank. But he got the tools to be in the fight. You know, like Tank is not just gonna come in and knock him out in 2 or 3 rounds or anything. I think will eventually get to him, but because Tank eventually gets to everybody, you know. You know, a lot of people all the time saying, well, Tank was losing when the knockout occurred. That's not the case. Tank can box too. You know, most of the time he's ahead on the cards when the knockout occurred. Like the Barrios fight, so many people keep saying that Barrios was winning, but that's not what the judges said. Tank was ahead on all 3 judges' cards. That's a fact. Go back and check the cards. I have. I hadn't seen the cards, but I've seen it that he was ahead on all 3 judges' cards from very reliable sources. You know? Yeah. Oh shoot, I'm running my mouth and there's Remo right there. Damn. Man, somebody put it in the chat there, Remo's backstage. I don't know. I can't get Remo, are you up here?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up, man?
Okay.
What's going on?
What's happening? Not too much. Just seeing what's going on tomorrow with the hashtag Let's Talk Fashion. That's all.
Man, before I even get to that, man, good job, man. Doing your thing,
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, baby.
Keeping me engaged. I was watching these 2 other clowns on stage, and I said, man, I'm out of here. I'm going back to my guy.
Oh, you was watching the press conference?
Yeah, checking out these 2 clowns.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it later. Yeah. So where was this one at? New York? California?
Yeah, this one was in Times Square, New York.
Okay. So they're gonna have the other one in California, right?
Yeah, on Thursday.
Somebody was saying Bill was doing all the talking or something.
When do Bill not talk, man?
Yeah, I think Devin needs to move more to the front, you know, because he's the one doing the fight. That's who I want to hear from Devin, not Bill. You know, Devin is the one climbing through those ropes.
Devin Balls.
Yeah, they ask Devin a question and Bill answers.
Absolutely. Devin Balls ain't dropped yet. He don't even want to sound like he's still squeaky on the mic. And, you know, it's just cringeworthy. I can't watch that shit too long.
Okay. Yeah, you're right, D for the win. It's just pushing a narrative. That's all.
That's a fact. And they did bring, y'all was right. They did bring Tank Nate up a couple times on that thing.
See that? They always will. Cloud chasing at its finest.
Gotta chase authentic, man. They gotta be themselves. That's the problem. They not themselves.
I know, that's the thing. And you can't be nobody better than you can be yourself, you know?
Absolutely.
And why more people don't realize that, man.
Listen, before we even get to my joint, you know, going over what you were talking about with all of these fighters in these divisions, right? It's really intriguing to see where this generation falls into, you know, that legacy greatness conversation, because it's like everybody doing a lot of dancing around one another and, you know, fighting the off-brand people, but back then everybody was fighting each other, win, lose, draw 4 or 5 times in a row. Like, you know, I just think they're so caught up with the payment issue and the like I'm the face and I'm the star and all of this, when they could all be in the same era making paths for greatness along the way. But I think they're just so caught up with name dropping. And I don't see anybody really separating themselves as far as this next person is going to be, you know, a Hall of Fame guy or a Hall of Fame talent. And back in the day, it started from so young, you know? So I don't know, man.
And that's why everybody back then, everybody had so many losses because you was always fighting top guys. You don't know when any night somebody could have your number because you wasn't fighting no number 15 and 20 of contenders. You was fighting the best fighters. You wanted to prove yourself back then.
Absolutely, man. You eat the wrong catfish, you get sick. You just had a bad day. You know, it don't mean that you're terrible. But, you know.
Yeah, but it's a big difference.
Times have changed, man. But you know, I'm still intrigued to see where the chips will fall down the line.
Yeah, we still gotta. We still love it. You know, like I was saying in the beginning, we get mad and argue at it sometimes, but we still love it. Al Booker said, just like with his wife or something. I said, Al Booker said that because Mitch Cass is in here listening. I was just reading what Al Booker said.
Want no smoke either, so I'm gonna let y'all get to that.
Yeah. But yeah, we love the sport. We're gonna be around watching it. You know, Amanda Serrano fighting this weekend, and she getting 12 rounds. She dropped the deadlift.
She stays busy, man. They keep her busy. I might say that. You know, they really keep her busy, and they paying her too, man. So
yeah, Jake Paul is doing good for women's boxing. That's one good thing I can say about Jake. You know, of course he put himself on the card, but he put her at the top this time.
No, the last time too. She closed the show.
Oh, was she? Okay. So that's a good move then. Know, yeah, that's good.
I think he did what he did to like get in with boxing, but I think his bigger goal is to ultimately be a full-time promoter. You know,
promoter. Yeah, he's good at it too. Yeah.
Yeah, he might be the one that could get Clarissa and Thing together. Hopefully.
Yeah. And she did the right thing. The WBC wouldn't sanction the 12-round fights for the women, so she dropped it. She said, "Here, take your belt back. I don't want it."
Yeah.
More than women should do that. When them sanctioning fees start disappearing, they'll get on board. Yeah.
And the men. But
the men too. Yes.
What's my boy name? What's the guy name? B3 said I sound like a casual when I say that shit. But somebody got to make a stance.
Somebody got to make a stance, just like Amanda's doing with the women. Yeah. Somebody got to start it.
Making a stand. Ali he was praised and respected for making a stance. So you know,
that's right.
Got to stand for something.
Right.
And the people who make the fights can't be the people who run the sanctioning bodies. I don't understand that. That's not their line of business.
Not supposed to be.
People let them vest in it. This person is Russian, so he can't fight for this, or they want transgender. I was like, come on, man, this is bullshit.
Yeah,
this is bullshit. Or we're going to stand next to Charlo because he's going through mental depression, but we're going to strip Bud because he didn't take his mandatory. But we're going to let Canelo do what he want with the belt.
Do what he want. Yeah, fight people that never even fought in the division before.
It's some nonsense, man. But let me not even hold up the line. What I want to get through this week's episode preview.
Okay.
And you know, once again, it is still Black History Month, so we are highlighting Black stylists this week. Last week was Black designers, and this week we're gonna highlight some Black stylists. And we're also gonna speak to the man behind Rich Threads.
Oh,
the talent and the designer, and you know, it was a really, really good interview. Sat down.
That's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
I picked his brain apart, and you know, the man behind the machine. You know?
Right. Okay.
And then we'll talk.
Oh, say it again, Remo. Remo, you still there?
Yeah, I got a phone call. My wife. I gotta call her back before she killed me. But yeah. On the back end, we're gonna talk about everybody's growing favorite topic is fashion and clash. We're gonna discuss a few, looks.
Oh right. Yeah, I like that. That's a good segment there. Yeah. So, okay, that sounds good, Jamal. You're gonna have the man behind. The man behind Rich Threads on it. Okay.
Yeah, the brain power behind it. You know.
Right. That's 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, right after the hangout.
Absolutely.
# Let's Talk Fashion from Remo. Okay. All right. Yeah, call your wife back. I ain't trying to get you in no trouble. You be the blame. I was talking to Cash Sports.
Perhaps she gonna say, you in this damn show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call her right back, but I'm gonna be listening still.
Okay. Appreciate you, Remo.
Brother.
Okay, that's Remo from # Let's Talk Fashion. Before the win said, did you interview yourself? Yeah. All right. Okay, they made you less interested in the fight before the win. Okay. Yeah, that's the same thing Remo said with Lane. Yeah. Because they always, like Remo was just saying, they always trying to be yourself, man. You're always trying to be something you're not. Just Devin trying to be like he also this hard street guy. Be yourself. Like that thing him and Ryan had at the other one where they got the little shoving match. They're not fighters. Devin and Ryan has never been in a fight outside a boxing ring in their life. Like Tank grew up in the street fighting, man, I grew up 2 streets from where Tank grew up. Of course, when Tank was born, I had long gone been moved out of the neighborhood, but I grew up 2 streets away from where he grew up, years before him. So I know the type of environment he grew up in. Devin and Ryan is not from the type of environment. So, you just need to be the self, man. That's all. It would be better. Because like I was saying, you can't be anybody better than you can be yourself. And that's how people like you, being yourself. They might even not like the person you're trying to be. So that's crazy. Yeah. But tomorrow we're going to be in the featherweight division. We're going on down. We got featherweight, junior featherweight, bantamweight, junior bantamweight, flyweight, junior flyweight, minimum weight. 7 more. That ain't minimum weight is the last one, right? What's that, 105? Yeah. Damn, I think my 7-year-old granddaughter weighed about 105. Well, we got Aunt McQueen up here. Okay, for the last few minutes. There's Aunt. What's up, Aunt McQueen?
Feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
I'm doing okay, man. Winding down. What you got for me?
I was just over here messing around with this interface.
Okay.
Trying something new.
Yeah, I like that. I didn't even notice that logo yesterday up there, the ant with the crown on it. I like that. Yeah.
Appreciate
it. I noticed it after we got off yesterday.
Yeah, I was just fooling around with Canva.
Okay.
I'm not too loud, am I?
No, you're good. Did you see the press conference everybody's talking about?
Yeah.
What you think about it?
I'm indifferent. Okay. I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
These guys got to get in there and fight.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. Yeah.
Right.
It's good. They're trying to build it up in their press conferences, but at the end, they got to do right. They got to get in there and go hands.
Yep.
When is that? April? I forgot.
April 20th.
April 20th, right.
420. The smokers holiday.
Tank fought like April something, wasn't it? Right around that time last year. Wow.
I can't remember.
So is it really in New York?
I know it's around there.
Yeah.
Right now, tentatively, it's supposed to be.
Okay. That's all I feel.
Supposed to be at the Barclays in Brooklyn.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I thought that would be in California. You thinking about going? I know you was talking about going to one fight a short while ago.
That was old Shockey Foster.
Oh, right. That's right, old Shockey, yeah.
And Abraham Nova. Yeah, I ended up attending that one.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ended up seeing a good fight, too, then. Yeah. It was a very entertaining fight between those two. Yeah. I liked it. Went 12 rounds. Yeah. What you think about the Devin and Ryan fight? You got any opinion on it?
I think it should be a good fight.
Yeah.
I think it should be a really good fight, especially with the history those guys got.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. 6 in amateurs, right? And it's a tie.
And I was going to say, from my understanding, they split 3-3.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the thing that makes it interesting is this. I'm curious to see how much those guys' styles have evolved over the years. Because, of course, they've gotten better with their technique, but stylistically, like the approach and the tendencies. I think that's something different as opposed to just, refining your technical ability.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah. We're going to see it coming up shortly. We got the women this weekend. I think it's another card too. I forgot who it was. I was looking at it earlier.
If I'm not mistaken, Pro Box tomorrow too. I got to check.
Pro Box tomorrow, right? Yeah, that's right. And there's somebody else this weekend. I can't remember who it was though. Man. Well,
I'm checking it out right now, looking for the fight schedule. Fight. And then the other thing is this too. If you go on BoxRec and you click their schedule tab, they have so many other fights that are taking place all over the world, like in Argentina, Germany, Russia, and some of these fights are being broadcast on YouTube. There was a card that they had on the other day that took place in Puerto Rico.
Wow. On YouTube.
It was promoted by Miguel Cotto. I didn't even know the guy had a promotional company, but apparently he's got Miguel Cotto Promotions, and they had a whole Puerto Rican card on YouTube the other day.
Okay, so it's fights on that we don't even know about. That's BoxRec schedule, right? Okay, I'm gonna start looking at that one. You know,
they also have, ESPN has a channel too called ESPN Knockout. I didn't know that either, but I found out through BoxRec they actually have an ESPN Knockout channel.
Really? No, I did not know that.
D for the win. I am not sure if they announced the undercard. I didn't see it on that press conference they just held, but I can't remember if it was Eddie Hearn. It was one of them who had alluded to the undercard being really good, but we'll see.
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing about the undercard for that one. Yeah.
Hey, as y'all talk about that, I got the approval to keep talking from the missus, but don't jump out the window and buy them tickets that y'all see available right now. So how the Barclay works is they allow the ticket holders, the season ticket holders, to other events. So they have like exclusive access. So they're selling those early. So those prices that they've seen is very high for the Ryan fight so far. But the official sales go on sale, I believe, the 4th and the 5th or something like that.
Yep, it says it on the Ticketmaster website. And then they also have like various pre-sales and all that stuff. Yeah, I know. I saw it on StubHub, Vivid Seats, SeatGeek, all that stuff.
Crackhead.
I'm waiting for the general public.
Yeah.
What that's looking like. Then I'll make a decision as to whether or not I'm going.
Yeah,
you going, Remo?
I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to figure out if we're gonna do it like a homie link up, or you know what I'm saying, with the fellas, or we gonna go out there. Because unfortunately, every time I go to see a fight, all right, I end up drunk, and then it's New York. So we just floating around the Barclay. We in the 40-40. It gets a little crazy. You know, I don't really get a chance to really lock in and focus on the fight. But we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be tuned in though for sure. I gotta say I gotta go with Haney on this one.
What will that fight be on? DAZN?
It seems like it's on DAZN free.
Okay.
I don't think it's a pay-per-view event.
Okay.
They didn't say nothing about it today.
I was wondering about that.
And they did say available on DAZN. They didn't mention DAZN pay-per-view and nothing like that. And it will be at the Barclays. Unless Ryan does something crazy.
Or not.
It doesn't seem like it, but it definitely gonna be at the Barclays unless Ryan does because he mentioned something at the press conference and said it could be May 2nd because as a Canelo Day. But then he said he liked the energy in New York. So with that kid, you never know. But once you see a flyer with the Barclays stamp on it, it's official. There's no. We got to make a decision on the venue. That's what they're going to be fighting at, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know whether it was pay-per-view or what, because I hadn't heard anything about that. Yeah.
And they also didn't mention it on any of the flyers yet either. You see all of the promotional stuff that they have up. It doesn't say pay-per-view anywhere. I think that would actually be pretty smart to not have it as a pay-per-view. I mean, it would be either way. I think that it would sell pretty well, considering the two involved. But even if they didn't have it as a pay-per-view, I don't think that would necessarily be a bad idea either, because then you could always revert back to viewership as opposed to just raw sales or what have you.
D for the win said Ryan said it's going to be a pay-per-view on First Take. Said it can do more pay-per-views than one with Tank. I doubt that. Nah.
Anything is possible.
Yeah, you're right about that. Anything is possible. Yeah. Never know. Interest might pick up in it as we get closer. They got another press conference for California, like him and Devin, like Ryan and Tank, right?
Yep, they're going coast to coast with it.
Okay, that's good. Yeah,
hitting the big media markets.
That'll help. Yeah. And then, like you said, the history. So it might do okay if it was pay-per-view. Yeah. I probably would buy it. Tell you to be honest about it. Yeah, if it was pay-per-view. I think so. Yeah. Yep. Okay, fellas. We're gonna get on up out of here then. On over to see oh, we got somebody. Oh, Remo. What up, Remo? Okay. Yeah, we get ready to get up. You got something else, Remo, before we go?
Yeah, before I go, Ryan did say the last time that they fought that he remembers or whatever, that Devin did win on points, but the most noticeable victory is when Ryan did leave him out on his feet. I mean, when Ryan left him out on his feet and he got an 8 count. So it's a lot of you know what I mean. It's a lot of other conversation.
But all 3 was points though, right? He didn't stop him, did he? Just had him out on his feet.
No. One of them was a standing 8 stoppage. He was saying.
Oh, really? By Ryan?
Yeah, by Ryan. That's.
I did not know that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it makes it a little bit more intriguing.
Yeah.
So
yes, it does. Okay. All right.
But yeah, I know it's that time. So man, appreciate you once again for letting me share the platform. And always good stuff with you, man. As always.
Always. Yeah. Always appreciate you and that. Y'all always come up and help keep the show flowing. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Keep doing your thing.
Okay. And we will do it again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Let me run down the list right quick. We had Ant McQueen, D for the win, Just Do Boxing, Showtime the Guy, Tim Layton, #JBT, Remo, #JBT, Let's Talk Fashion, Thomas Morris, BN Boxing News, Thomas Hill, #JBT, Mike Ryan, Victoria Thomas, aka Miss Cass, #JBT, William O. School of Rant, Al Booger, Mike Mason. And appreciation goes to Ant McQueen and Remo for coming up to the panel and keep the show, helping the show go as they always do. And another Cass Sports is in the books. I'm going over to Just Do Boxing now. Other than that, everybody have a great afternoon. Catch y'all again tomorrow at 2. See y'all.